What's poppin', everybody? This is Silvally with a match using Welder Toolbox or Reshiram and Charizard GX Welder. Uh, Reshiram and Charizard GX is of course the star, but I like Welder Toolbox better because we use other attackers too that are really sweet. So I'm gonna play first, which is very good. This deck excels in playing first or second. If you play first and you manage to get Kiawe, it's excellent. If you play second, your Volcanion becomes very good if you open with it. Your Energy Spinner becomes very good, letting you get 3 cards. So it's very nice like that. Even if you play first or second, you have the opportunity to be very good, get a significant advantage. So we mulliganed there. My opponent's going to get a free card. But thankfully, I managed to get Kiawe in this opening hand. I've got the Reshiram and Charizard GX. I am going to play first. So this means we're going to have the best turn we can possibly ask for with this deck. Use Kiawe on Reshiram and Charizard GX. Now, my opponent drew quite a few cards. Damn, it seems we mulliganed like 3 or 4 times. Not good. You never want to do this. Give so many free cards to your opponent. It's a huge advantage. But you know what? I am going to be able to use Kiawe, get my 4 energies on Charizard and Reshiram GX, and it's the best thing you can ask for. This guy's ready to go. Volcanion has a far energy on it too, manually attach 1, 2, so 5 energies in a single turn. I've got Kiawe, I've got Welder, I've got Titan Lizard to switch, I even have Lily, got my Stadium out, many different options, and we're already going to be in a very good position. Can put immediate pressure. So my opponent is playing a Silvally GX deck. He went there and attached the water memory there, water disc. It's the water memory. And you know what? Even though I don't give a shit about Silvally when it comes to the video games as a Pokemon, but in the TCG, you know, as a card, the Silvally GX Forgotten Crimson Invasion, it's actually a pretty sweet card. You know, giving you that free retreat on your basic Pokemon, or I think on all of your Pokemon or something, and having a nice attack, doing damage, getting energies, and a good GX attack. It's a solid little Pokemon that has potential, but it does have some difficulties to be used. You've got the memories, like that water memory my opponent played there. You can take advantage of various weaknesses. The most popular Pokemon hit them for weakness. So this is what my opponent is going to try and do. With the water memory, he can possibly get an easy KO on Reshiram and Charizard, even with a 270 HP. All he needs is a choice band, and he can just hit me for, well, let's see, 300, yeah, 300 damage with weakness, and I die. So we got to be careful. But at the same time, it's not one of those super meta decks, so maybe I'll have an easier time. So he does have a DC on the type null, that's its name. Put the water memory on. Has the Magyarina too to regulate tools around, move them and attach them accordingly. Oranguru 2, draw a few cards and discard the fighting memory. Got another type null with the Ultra Ball. And it discarded quite a few significant things, like the Guzma there. A few energies. Played that, what's that stadium called? Viridian Forest, yeah. This card is just, it helps me so much. Every time my opponent uses it, this card always helps me, which is why I don't run it in my decks. It just gives your opponent, I feel like if you're going to run a stadium, of course it applies to both players, but you got to make sure that your opponent won't benefit too much from it. I mean, I am gonna get rid of it here, but I didn't manage to just search and just get an energy, attach on a Volcanion, and I'm gonna make use of that now. With all these energies, we can just do 110, take care of the Tapu Koko exactly, an exact knockout, which is perfect. So sweet plays I'm making here. Used the Lily, drew a few cards, got the Moltres down, the Ho-Ho down. Gonna be very effective. Both of them with their choice band can get a one-hit knockout on Silvally GX. Draw more cards with our Stadium. Keep digging, get our power cards in hand. I've got the Tapu Lele, got a Welder, and let's get rid of your water memory with the Field Blower. That card is very scary. I hope he doesn't get lucky and get that back or runs more, because it's really scary. He could just use Guzma, evolve, attach an energy, and before you know it, Reshiram dies with all those energies on. And I don't want that. I want to get at least a few KOs with him before he dies. So first prize goes to me. Using the Volcanion, don't have to use Reshiram and Charizard just yet. Wait until you get your big guy out, get your GXs out. He attached the Psychic Energy, Ultra Ball. I mean, he's probably going to get, I don't know, either Tapu Lele for a supporter or his main Pokemon, Silvally GX. There it is. It looks kind of good. Its design isn't the greatest, but as a card, once again, it looks good. The stats are good. The effects are good. It's just a sweet Pokemon that, just didn't manage to do much. It did a little bit in the beginning when Crimson Invasion, I think, came out. Uh, it was seen in some tournament reports, tournament results, combined with some other Pokemon, but it just hasn't done that much since then. And let's see, another type null. My opponent going to get rid of my stadium with another Viridian Forest. Hey, I'm going to make use of that too. Again, I'm going to use this card next turn. Discard Kiawe probably because we don't need that guy now. Get an energy, and you make my Welder even more effective now because I didn't have guaranteed fire energy. But my opponent going to use the Mysterious Treasure and get the Marshadow there. I guess it's a very good play. If he uses that, he's gonna mess up my hand big time. I've got a pretty big hand with a lot of good cards. And if you guys didn't notice, he also discarded a Trashlanch Garbodor before, so he's running that guy too as a backup. So interesting deck, trying to use this Silvally GX with Tex. Let's see if he manages to do anything. He can use the Silvally now, get an instant one-hit knockout on Volcanion. 120 is all he needs to do, and get an energy too. 25 cards in his deck. So Turbo Dive. He attacked, got the knockout, but didn't use the Marshadow. Wow. It seems a pretty big thing not to do. He only had 3 cards in hand. He was going to be able to draw some good things and mess up my hand. And that's pretty huge because now I'm definitely going to discard the Kiawe, get a Far Energy, make use of Welder, start building up Ho-Ho, dig for the choice band, and as soon as I get that, I know that I can get instant knockouts on his GX Pokemon. So looking good, looking very good here. There's the choice band. I'm not going to play that down just yet, but eventually give that surprise factor. I don't usually play tools if I don't have to most of the time. I'm conservative like that. So Flare Strike, make use of our Reshiram and Charizard GX now that we can. You know what, let me just put the choice band anyway. That just went completely against what I just said, but because I know he has the Marshadow and he didn't play that, I don't want to redraw things like choice band. So sometimes you got to do that when you know they're gonna mess up your hand. So we're at 3 prizes. My opponent is at 5, looking really good there. He promotes the other type null, attaches a DC. That Pokemon is going to be ready, and this deck can make use of the triple acceleration energy too. That's another Pokemon that can benefit from that card. So it just seems to have so many good things going for it, Silvally GX, but I don't know, people aren't having success with it. Maybe people aren't playing it. Anyways, so I guess my opponent, we found out the reason why he didn't use Marshadow. He used the Copycat and just managed to draw very, very many cards with that, just copying my hand. Okay, but is it really worth it? Because that Marshadow was probably going to have a more significant effect. Shuffles in a few supporters, Guzma and Cynthia in the deck with Palpad, and what are you going to do? I mean, even with the GX attack, he can't get a knockout. I probably made a little mistake playing that Pheromosa down when I know that Pokemon's GX attack. But, I mean, even with 4 Pokemon down in a choice band, he can't get a knockout unless he puts the water memory on again. And he's going to activate my Outrage too. So, yeah. Another Oranguru goes down, this Psychic one that can grab tools from the discard pile, put them in the deck. So, it seems like he put this deck together, complete focus on Silvally. And let's see if he is going to be able to do anything. So far, he hasn't done much. He's going to go ahead and use Turbo Dive. 120. It ain't going to cut it, man. It ain't going to cut it. He's getting some energies, so he's good with the energies, but dude, I'm close to beating your ass here. We're going to use the far crystal, get those far energies. I can use a welder. I mean, Ho-Ho is going to be ready. I've got the choice band on. I don't even have to use Reshiram. We're just going to move him out of the way. I've got the switch in hand. So just everything is looking good. I'm going to get rid of your stadium, I think. Since we got the Ultra of the Sun, why not get rid of that shit again? But you know what? Let me just use it one more time. Make use of your stadium. Discard the Moltres. Don't need that. And we had one more fire energy in the deck, so might as well get that for the welder next turn. But at this point, it's basically my game. I'm going to knock out this Silvally. I'm going to be down at one prize, and I've got, two Pokemon ready to go. Even if he KOs Ho-Ho, I've got Reshiram. If he KOs Reshiram, I've got the Ho-Ho. So, got the Guzma in hand too. I just have a perfect setup. Unless he does something like Mershado and just KOs Reshiram, gets rid of the choice band. He needs to do way too many things on this turn to get back in the game. And it's too little too late at this point. He evolves into another Silvally GX, and he promoted this Ranguru. What are you going to do? No matter what he does, he's in a rough spot. Can you do anything with those 6 cards in hand? Attaches the triple acceleration energy. Okay. I mean, he can use, I guess, the GX attack and defeat Ho-Ho at the very least. And he goes, well played, GG. And I go GG as well. You have a good deck. He did have a pretty interesting deck. I like playing against different shit, showing you guys variety on the channel too. And he hearts my comment or whatever. He didn't use the GX attack though. I guess he went with a regular attack. Maybe a mistake. Didn't go out with a bang. But anyway, he scoops right there after the attack. It's GG, nevertheless. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, and share this video with your friends. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you on the next one. Sabro Final 4, say